So it's like, what is he going to do when he gets older? Is he going to throw mom in the nursing home? Is that what he's going to do? What is he going to do? Who's going to take care of his mom? Is he going to hire someone? What is he going to do? No, he marries Ruth. That's what he's going to do. He marries Ruth. Yeah, you talk about a biblical girl. He marries a biblical woman, you guys. They don't make them like that anymore. Did any of these women have a job? No, they didn't. But trust me, they had 15 jobs. The thing is, your husband can't be the driver and the one who buys the groceries and the one who also is an alpha male and da-da-da-da, and you have to divide the work. No, your husband just wants one job, which is to make money. That's all he wants. That's his only role, job, whatever. He's staying out of trouble when he does that. You guys, when a man has too much free time, he's like David, oh, wow, and he falls in adultery. You want to be so super busy as a man. Women aren't like this. Women don't, when they have free time, they end up serving more, okay? They're not like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? Almost all my STM videos, by the way, and people don't realize this, were done in between so much heavy-duty service. But you don't know that because STM doesn't share a lot of stuff. You guys, I'm not as public as everyone thinks I am. I can be like, there's things that I'm like, What I'm trying to say is, you guys, is that this is what a man wants to do. Just have one job. He doesn't want to take his kids to karate. He doesn't want to buy milk for the home. He doesn't want to. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be filing this and paperwork and this and that. He doesn't want to. He wants to just work and come home to a beautiful wife and well-raised children. That's not going to happen if you're a career woman. I just don't know what to say. Even if you're a part-time career woman, it will not happen. It will not happen. Stop being delusional, which is why all my girlfriends with children are posting, see, you're doing a great job as a mom. You're doing, oh, honey. It's because the people posting this stuff are all career women, and the ones writing it are housewives. It doesn't even make sense. Career women are posting what housewives are writing. It doesn't even compare to, you guys, don't get me started on this. Just don't. Okay. So the reality is, and this is not just for children. Even alpha males who don't want kids also want a housewife because when he comes home, she's pretty and she's happy. That doesn't happen when you're an overexhausted mother/career woman. So when your mom gets sick or your this gets sick or da-da-da-da, and you can't go there because just guess what? You can't take time off from work. You only get 1 day or 2 days or max this, da-da-da. But you have a wife who takes on the role of Ruth. It's okay, honey, I'm going to go serve for 3 months. I'm going to go for 3 weeks. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to take care of this. We are going to da-da-da. Then guess what? You've lucked out. You marry a Sarah, someone who's beautiful in old age, and also, she's serving you. She's calling you my master. And if Sarah acts crazy and says, why don't you have kids with Hagar? You need to say no. The problem is Abraham was like, okay. So, again, that was a problem. I'm going to blame Abraham for that one because you don't always listen to your wife. Okay, you guys, that's another thing I want to tell guys. No. Women sometimes can be overly emotional. Well, this is what I want to do because they don't understand. But when you talk to them and say, hey, listen, here's the situation. Here's what I need. Here's whatever. So that is what happens when, women don't really... A lot of times they don't know what the best situation is and they don't understand and they lack faith. In fact, that's why we call women the weaker vessel. They're supposed to be actually less faithful than men. So they're confused. They don't have faith. It's like, I don't trust this. I don't know. Yeah, God told me, but I don't know. You see what I'm saying? If Sarah couldn't even agree to what the freaking angel told her, like, hello? How many of us have angels telling us things? You see what I'm saying? It's like, you even didn't believe that? A voice from heaven was like, you're going to have a child at the age of 90, and you still didn't believe? Can you imagine? There's no hope for other women, you guys. What I'm trying to say is women kind of have a lot of anxiety, and it sort of doubts their mind, and they don't have faith. And so what ends up happening is the guy has to be strong, and he's the one who has to have faith. So again, these are things where, yeah, if you marry a Sarah, then yeah, you're great. Do you see what we're saying here, you guys? So he's getting all of that in one. He's getting all of that in one. That's a blessing. That's awesome. So it's gaining a daughter. It really is. So it's true. And if he says, I don't want you to serve your family's home anymore. I don't want, when you get married, you guys, it's the spouse over the parents. And don't you think that, let me tell you guys something. Egyptian parents know this. So usually when they have a girl that's really not serving them, they really just want to get rid of them. So they're like, please go, honey, go. Oh, yeah. And so they act all nice. They end up paying for everything. They end up like, it's almost like, I'm just going to give my daughter up because honestly, she hasn't been doing anything for me. And great, we just want her to get married. But when you have a girl that's actually doing a lot, it's like, who are you to take this? I've heard this about every single girl that served her family, you guys. It is so funny. I'm almost like, this is funny. You'll always know. They'll be like, I don't want to give her up. I don't want to give this up. Because that kind of girl, they know that once she leaves her father's home, she's going to serve her husband's home. And he might be a wonderful man, or he can be a total horrible individual. He can be a man that says, I forbid you from seeing your family. Yes, there are men like that. And I know you guys are thinking that women are like that, but no, not when you get a virgin who served her parents, okay? You're talking about the career woman, the independent, that girl. Yes, that one is different. That one will do whatever she wants. But what I'm talking about is the one who served her home and sort of put herself last. Once she's married, because these are very biblical women, once she's married, it becomes what? See, that's the opposite of what happens of a non-biblical woman. So the non-biblical woman never served her home, her parents. So when she gets married, after all the years of rebellion, she feels guilty. And so she starts to take care of her parents more just out of guilt. But what ends up happening, she doesn't take care of her husband or her husband's family. So that's actually the worst person to marry. But the virgin and the one who served her home her whole life, once she gets married, that's it. She no longer serves her home. She serves her husband. If her husband tells her, it's okay for you to go serve your father and mother, it's okay for you to go do this, that, she will do it. But if he says, no, I want you to take care of my mom, not your mom, which, you could probably think, oh my gosh, if someone did that to me, I wouldn't listen. But no, if you're a biblical girl, you listen. You listen to your husband in the Lord. If he believes that you need to take care of his family and his this and da-da-da-da, you listen to him because he's your husband and he will come before your parents. He will, especially if he's a man of God. Okay, what I'm saying? So God comes first, obviously, and he can have very valid reasons for what he's saying or whatever it is. Or we're going to live next to my family, or we're going to go here, or I'm going to live in this certain place and this location, and I'm going to buy this house and da-da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da, and this is how it's going to be, and this is what I want. She's not going to go against him. Not if she's a virgin who served her home, because again, she never put herself first. I'm telling you, these are the girls. And you guys, I'm telling you, some men are not alpha males. If you're a beta male and you want the woman to take control, then by all means. You see, that's what I'm saying. Not everyone lives according to their gender. We have a huge problem with gender right now. And most men are not men. And most women, I don't even say most, 99.9%, most women are not women. They're not. So they don't have this. They don't have this sort of attraction factor. They don't have this ability to like our grandparents, the way they thought. So it's not attractive. When a guy starts praising his wife, especially on Facebook, I'm so proud of my wife for accomplishing this, it looks really weird. It's actually weird. It's like, I'm sorry, bro, but that's not why you praise your wife. You praise your wife because she took a week off of her life, not a week off from work, because technically she would not be working, right? That's what we said. These are good biblical women. But she's working in her home, yes. Gardening, cleaning, all these things. But she took a week off of herself to go spend with your mother for a week. That is when you brag. And post that on Facebook. Look at my wife. She took her time to spend with my mother because my mom was sick. Because this. That is when I am going to like it and go, woo, and brag about it because you are boasting in the glories of God. That is a woman of the Lord. Not accomplishments and awards and my wife is so smart and I don't freaking care because you're just making her look like more of an alpha male than you. Which is even begging the question, What kind of man are you that you're bragging about your wife's career? That's even worse. That is like, there's nothing worse than that. You guys, I need to go back to the hospital. You guys, I need help. I'm seriously losing my brain and my mind. I'm just like, what? If you're a woman and you brag about your husband that way, it's different because that is his gender. He's a man. My husband is the most successful, look what he did. He just got this. He just published this. He just served this. He just fixed this. He just blah, blah, blah. Great. You are actually praising his alpha male qualities, and that's biblical. And if you do that with your wife, you're making her look like a man. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is, you guys. So it's time for the world to wake up. Wake up. What you want to praise in your wife is that look at her serving my home. Look at her serving my mother. Look at her serving the church. And on top of that, look how beautiful she is. Yeah. Nobody has ever done that on Facebook. Nobody. You know why? Because the real alpha males don't have Facebook. I don't know how to say it any other way. So you're not going to see that because the real alpha males aren't even on this place. So what I'm trying to say is you ain't going to see it. But in a virtual world, in a vacuum, that's what it would look like. But of course, no alpha male would have a Facebook. Are we clear? Are we clear? And if that alpha male told his wife, I don't want you to have a Facebook, which more than 150 billion% he would say that, she's going to close it down. Trust me. And he would know, because all he would have to do is just take roll as a man and say, I don't want you to have this. And she would say, okay, you guys, I have an aunt. I love my aunt to death. I can't believe I'm putting her on blast. Her husband, out of all my aunts, she's the only one I love her to death. She's the only one that her husband told her, I don't want you to have a Facebook. So I asked her, I'm like, Don, how come you're the only aunt that doesn't have one? She's like, because my husband said no. And I'm like, okay. Nobody said anything. I was like, all right. I mean, he controls you. I get it. Because you're one of I'm a woman in this family, and my family is very traditional. Very, I mean, you guys, I have aunts they have restrictions on where they can travel, what they can do. It's fine. I'm not going to put them on blast. But the man controls the home. Okay? And so some men are going to be super controlling, and some are going to be like, honey, I'm going to let you do whatever you want. It's up to the guy. Some guys are like, honey, I don't care if you have Facebook or not. That's usually not going to be the most alpha of the alpha males. I mean, within alpha males, there are more alpha males than the other. You guys, it's all levels. So there's alpha males who are like, yes, they're the provider, the breadwinner, all that. But then when it comes to certain things, like, honey, you can do this if you want, or they might not be that super controlling. And then you have alpha males that are like, oh, heck no. You don't have friends. You ain't going with girls. I don't like this friend of yours. You're not going with her. I don't want you to hang out.